Hey guys, what is up? Zero here, and welcome back to Doki Doki Mayflowers. In the last episode, Natsuki's moved in with us. Seems like things were going pretty well from the start. Then things progressively got kind of worse and sad as we started to kind of learn a little more about how the situation's going. We're not making that much money in order to support both of us. We tell Natsuki that eventually, and now Natsuki's planning on dropping out of school in order to start a cupcake business. In order to sort of start a cupcake business, a bakery, just a cupcake business, all they sell. It's starting a bakery. And so now she's like, I'm gonna tell the club today, and that's also on the same day where Sayori said that she has a surprise to show us. So this is probably gonna only go well. I don't know what you guys are talking about. It's only good things are about to happen here. Like, I am really hoping that they tell her not to do this and how dumb of an idea this is. I don't really know why MC's super okay with it, but it's a little weird. I mean, I guess he doesn't really see like there's much choice, but this doesn't seem like a good option. Let's see what happens. Because right now I'm on team other girls if they are against the idea, which they most likely will be. At least for the most part. I don't know, because I could see them like coming around. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Rest of the weekend crawls by. Why is it crawling? Okay, there. Was it clicked in the mod? Natsuki booked a meeting for Monday afternoon. We made cupcakes. We're gonna put together a preliminary plan to show the interviewer we had some idea of how to run a business. But as slow as Sunday was, today's been even worse. Waiting to hear if Natsuki was approved from the grant was agonizing. But finally, after doing my last class, she messaged me that she got it. I could be there with her, but she insisted I go to school. Rationally, I know she's right, but it still bugs me to not be there for such a huge moment. Wait, hold up. How the hell are they getting this grant? I don't know. It feels like this should have been way harder to get. Like, it's very fucking... Now that's going very smoothly. I feel like that would have been way harder to pull off. Even waiting for Natsuki's text is the most painful part of the day. No, the worst part is knowing that we have to tell the club Natsuki's leaving. After her meeting, Natsuki went straight home to get the cupcakes and run them over. There I am, waiting for my girlfriend to arrive for her last ever club meeting. Hey, Zero. Hey. Ready to do this? Not really. Are you? Not even close. Alright then, let's go. I wish can this song change? They're really keeping the song going, huh? We walk into the club room together, Natsuki carefully carrying the tray of cupcakes. These ones are special. Even for Natsuki, each of them is decorated to represent one of the members of the literature club. Except for 5 in the very middle, decorated with a simple red heart and the words, "Thank you." As we enter, Sayori gasps and springs to her feet. Cupcakes! I mean, Natsuki! Yeah, I come bearing gifts. Come and get them. Sayori predictably is first. Aw, a red bow. Is this one for me? All yours. Sayori hops away happily, already devouring her cupcake. Did I take it the purple one with the flower is mine? You got it. Wow, these look even better than usual. What's the occasion, Natsuki? Natsuki and I shift uncomfortably. Really never figured out a good way to bring this up. Yeah, about that. I wanted to wait to say this, but I guess there's not really any point. Zero and I have an announcement. Don't say it like that, they're gonna think you're pregnant! The rest of the club gathers around as Natsuki sits down her plate. Can this song go away? This is not the time! This is a very serious moment! What is it? Natsuki takes a deep breath. Yeah, so the thing is, things have gotten kind of complicated for me, for both of us recently. So over the weekend, Zero and I talked, and we decided the best thing to do is for me to drop out of school. And the club, I guess. There's this grant for new business owners to help them get off the ground, and I applied for it, and they said yes. So starting whenever we get it up and running, I'm gonna own my own bakery. I really enjoyed being part of the literature club with all of you. Seriously, you have no idea how hard this is for me. or how much you guys mean to me. This is going to be our last meeting together. I really hope you can support me with this. For a moment, nobody moves. Then Sayori runs up and locks Natsuki in a tight hug. Of course we'll support you! I'm so proud of you, Natsuki. I'll miss you so much. We're gonna come by and buy your cupcakes every day. Sayori! Can't breathe. Sorry. I got carried away. So, like, is the music not changing because... Are they just all gonna instantly support her? I feel like this isn't the option. Sayori supporting her makes sense, sure. Sayori's... Well, Sayori. But, well, wait, are they all gonna support her? What? But of course we'll all support you, Natsuki. Sayori's right. Of course we'll all miss you, Natsuki. We all want the best for you, but it's like literally right before graduation. Huh? Like, all right, let's not pull an old Zero. Let it play out first. If this is the path you feel you need to take, then you have our blessing and our support. And of course, this isn't really goodbye. Well, I'm sure starting a business will take up much of your time. I hope you'll take some portion of what's left to stay in touch with us. Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, that's what I was saying in the last episode. I was like, this isn't really goodbye. They can still hang out. They know where she lives now. It's MC's house. And if you don't, well, we'll simply have to visit your bakery ourselves. Thanks, guys. I was really worried you'd be upset with me. Like, I thought Monika was gonna yell at me or something. Okay, I wasn't thinking that. Monika? Oh, finally! Thank you! Okay, thank you. Are you sure about this, Natsuki? This is a big decision. Well, you could be a little more supportive than that. It's just... Education's really important, and it opens up a lot of doors for you in the future. I don't want you to regret not graduating when you had the chance. Monika, I'm sure Natsuki hasn't made this decision lightly. They made it last night. If this is the decision she's made, then we should support her. I'm sorry, I just don't see why she can't wait for a few months until she graduates. At least that way, if things don't work out, she has a backup plan. There may be factors in play you're unaware of, Monika. No, it's fine, Yuri. Monika's right. If you don't go to school and get a degree, you're wasting your life. Odds are I'll fail anyway, right? Sorry I'm such a screw-up for not living out your dream, Monika. That's not what I'm saying at all. Whatever. I made my announcement and you've all made your feelings pretty clear. I'm not actually part of the club anymore. I'll get out of your way so Monika can get you guys back on track. Enjoy the cupcakes. Natsuki pushes past Monika and practically runs out of the club room. Wait! Natsuki. Not really sure what to do. I follow Natsuki out of the club. Okay, so... Yay. So I'm glad I stopped. See, old Zero would have made that mistake. So I am glad I stopped, because yes, that is very in character for Monika to question this. Because yeah, if Monika 100% supported that idea, I'd be like, huh? So I am very glad that Monika, like, you know, basically was like, yeah, no, this is not a good idea. Also, I have not been recording this entire time, so the audio up till this point might have been shit. Hopefully. Might have been garbage. So, because that means I'm gonna have to use the stream VOD for like the first 20 minutes. So I'm sorry, YouTube, if audio and such didn't look that good. Because I just now realized that button was not red. But anyway, back to what I was saying. But yeah, no, I am glad that they had Monika step in and give her reasons. Also, as much as I'm 100% on Monika's side, I wouldn't say that this is out of character for Natsuki. Obviously, Natsuki, you know, is being very irrational here and is obviously being very, you know, in her feelings about it. So it's like, I feel like this is very in character and you can see both sides. Mainly Monika's, but you can see Natsuki's in the sense that Natsuki doesn't really have much of a choice. But the problem here is that she never told Monika what her life is like. As Yuri says, there might be some outside factors. You know, the factors Natsuki didn't share. So now it's like, it's not even Monika's fault for not knowing those factors. But also, it's like, Monika also has a good reason because it's like, yeah, you kind of need a backup plan in case all this shit just kind of hits the fan. Especially when it's only a few months are left of school anyway, like, you know. I will say, though, I'm really hoping MC here is not like Exit Music MC, and he just lets Natsuki make bad decisions as he just follows along. So far, him saying not really sure what to do, I follow Natsuki, isn't giving me good vibes. I am hoping he, you know, has a backbone, please. It isn't just like, I'm gonna support my girlfriend because blah, 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 blah. Like, I hope he actually is like, you know, Monika makes a good point, you know? Like, please, for the love of God. Natsuki doesn't acknowledge me for several steps. Eventually, she speaks. Screw her. I don't need her approval. What does she know anyway? She's never been as a control freak and a know-it-all. Natsuki, wait! There comes running down the hall after us. Please don't leave like this, Natsuki. Monika didn't mean it like that. Just wants what's best for you. And Monika always knows what's best, right? Sorry, Sayori. That wasn't fair. I'm not going back. I can't count on her to have my back after all this time just because I do something different from her. Who needs her? Natsuki. Sorry. Natsuki turns away, leaving Sayori standing in the hall, tears running down her face. Before taking one to support Natsuki and comfort Sayori, I hesitate. Eventually, though, I follow Natsuki out of the school and back home. Damn it! Come on, man! Say something, please! Come on, MC. Show some sort of backbone, man. I need you. Maybe he's gonna say something. Maybe when they get home. All right. Also, Act 2. Yay. So, but maybe he's gonna. Okay. Is this when you're gonna finally? You're gonna speak up? You're gonna say, hey, because to be fair, Monika was treated very unfair. What's with Natsuki mods and Monika being treated unfairly? If I had a nickel for every Natsuki mod where Monika was treated unfairly, well, I'd have 2 nickels. It's not a lot, but it's strange it's happened twice. To be fair, she's only been treated unfairly by Natsuki, I guess, in this mod, and not everyone else. Like, Yuri was more so just saying, well, Monika... Actually, you know, now that I think about it, even Yuri agreeing to the plan felt kind of weird. Like, Sayori being there 100% to support her, I can see. Yuri fully being in support of it, that felt kind of odd. I don't know. Maybe it's because Yuri knows what's going on, because Yuri does bring up that fact. So maybe I could use that as kind of a reason, because yeah, it's like, I find it kind of odd Yuri was so on board about that. Because Yuri definitely feels like she wouldn't fully support that either, because it feels like she definitely would also consider education to be very important. Yuri feels like she wouldn't fully support it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, just a goose. Yeah, like, but again, I don't know. Maybe Yuri's like, she understands their situation because Yuri knows about their situation. Maybe that's why she's kind of supporting it. But so, I don't know. A little weird, but I mean, I guess that could be a reason. Sure. So, are you ready? Natsuki's fingers over the laptop as she looks to me for approval. Hey, it's your baby. You're ready? I'm ready. Right. Natsuki takes a breath and turns back to the laptop. Okay, here goes nothing. Natsuki presses a button and the computer flashes a response. After a moment, the screen shows a bright pink page covered in pictures advertising Natsuki's upcoming bakery. There it is. There it is! Zero, I have a website! Pretty good looking website, too. Look! This is a little description of the business. And this is where they'll go to make an order. Ah, this is so cool! Put an arm around Natsuki. It's awesome. It's been a full week since Natsuki left the literature club. In that time, she hasn't taken a single break. All the time has been taken up with research, trying to find a location, and building her website. The kitchen really isn't equipped for being used as a bakery, but Natsuki wants to get the word out of mouth going as quickly as possible. To that end, she's made a website for a business that offers a limited selection of the items Natsuki is most proud of. Her hope is that, when she can finally open her dedicated bakery, she'll already have a small base of customers ready to buy from her. Oh my god, her hope! Guys, that's the theme of the mod jam they made the mod for. Hope! Natsuki refreshes the page. And refreshes again. And again. Natsuki? Yeah? I think it's a bit too early to be expecting any orders. I know that! I just wanted to make sure everything was working. Besides, it's not like there's any harm in checking. Can't help but smile. Nice seeing Natsuki so optimistic. Considering her background, a lot of people might have given up entirely. Here she is, starting her own business at 18. Meanwhile, I still have no idea what I'm going to do after high school. I really should think more seriously about that. What am I even good at? As I begin to ponder my options, there's a knock at the front door. I'll get it. You keep ogling your website. I'm not ogling it! Getting up, I'll go to the door and open it. Oh, it's Yuri. Yuri stands on my front porch, politely waiting for me to open the door. Oh, hey, Yuri. What can I do for you?
Good afternoon, Zero. Is Natsuki in?
Yeah, come on inside. Yuri follows me inside, gently closing the door behind her. Hey, Nat, you've got company. Natsuki looks over from the laptop and smiles.
Yuri! Hello, Natsuki. It's good to see you again.
What are you doing here? You're not usually the type to drop by unannounced.
You're right. I should have called first. You're probably incredibly busy. I'll just come by some other time.
Well, it's good to know you haven't changed, at least. Nah, it's fine. I just wrapped something up, anyway. Probably deserve a break.
Oh, well, in that case, I just came by to visit for a while. We haven't spoken since, well, you know.
Natsuki shifts awkwardly. Yeah. And I guess we haven't really hung out for a while before that, huh? Sorry about that. Yuri shakes her head.
It's perfectly normal. People often withdraw early in relationships. After all, one only has so much time to socialize with others. When a new social obligation appears, such as a budding relationship, the time spent on it naturally comes from elsewhere. And I also understand that this is a, particularly complicated situation.
Yuri clearly feels unsure exactly how to refer to our arrangement. Can't really blame her, it's certainly not how I expected my senior year to go. Yeah. I guess it's kind of hard to keep things from changing when you uproot your whole life. Yuri nods sympathetically.
Speaking of which, how are things going here? Are you doing alright?
There's a brief pause before Natsuki answers. Yeah, things are good. I'm getting a lot better, actually. It's amazing with what just a few months a new environment can do for you.
And Zero? Things are okay with him?
I feel awkward. Like I shouldn't be here. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, wait. Yuri might not actually support this. I don't know. The mod could be doing so. I could be overthinking it, but I'm thinking that Yuri might have not actually supports this and is actually kind of worried. But she's like kind of trying to be a little secretive about it. I feel like they actually might have included Yuri not being 100% on board with this idea. Because the way she's talking is very much like she's like, you know, she's like,
Are you doing alright? Is everything good?
like she definitely doesn't feel like she's actually for the idea. Oh, saucy. Saucy. That's okay. Oh, okay. Okay. This mod might have to hit me with I might have to hit the mod with the Shaquille O'Neal image potentially. Might have to be, I wasn't familiar with your game. I apologize. I might have to do that. Oh, thank you for the nice message, Star the Gamer. I appreciate it. Maybe I should excuse myself. Yeah, he's fine. Better than fine, actually. I'm really happy here. Natsuki looks straight at me as she answers. Can't help but smile, hearing her say that. Turns back to Yuri. It's just... things could have gone differently. My dad, I mean. Things have to end like that. Sneaking out, not even saying goodbye.
So, that's it? He's out of your life forever?
Looks that way.
I'm sorry. I know that must have been difficult.
Actually, it wasn't. I think that's the worst part of it all. For all we've been through. What happened with Mom. All the good times we had before everything went wrong. Natsuki takes a breath, steadying herself. I really thought I loved him. In spite of everything, I still saw him as Papa. But I don't. I don't feel anything. I guess I gave up on him a long time ago without even realizing it. For a moment, but he speaks. Then Natsuki straightens. Sorry. Got kind of dark there, huh? Seriously, things are great here. That's all over. There's no point in looking back, right?
Well, if that's how you feel, I won't argue with you. I'm just glad to hear you're doing well.
Oh, I almost forgot. Check this out, Yuri. Natsuki hops up, grabbing her laptop. Then she dashes over to Yuri, turning the screen to face her. I've got a website now. Sweet Beginnings is officially open for business. With a slightly limited menu, of course.
This is beautiful, Natsuki. Did you design it all yourself?
Pretty much. I just used one of those creative website things. Oh my god, guys. I didn't know Natsuki used today's sponsor, Squarespace. It's not today's sponsor. I'm not sponsored by Squarespace. This is not today's sponsor. That would be crazy if I was, though. Bro, imagine that tie-in sponsorship, though. That would be insane. I need to be sponsored by Squarespace just for that to fucking do that. But imagine that fucking tie-in. That would be crazy. Thank goodness it wasn't Manscaped. I don't know how I would have connected that to anything. Watch you get sponsored by the time this video comes out? Bro, that would be crazy considering this is like getting uploaded the day after it gets streamed. Not like I coded it from scratch or anything. Come on, let me show you around. Natsuki sits Yuri down on the couch and starts going through her website. Figuring they'd want some time to do whatever they usually do, I choose to go for a walk. I am still a little weird that he hasn't given his opinion on Natsuki doing this. Like, it's not that he didn't even, like, fully support Natsuki in it, or, like, in that what happened with that argument, but it was a time skip. So now we don't even know how MC feels, but maybe we're about to get it right now. Hold up. Maybe we'll get how he feels about this situation. Because it feels like he's like, I mean, if that's what you want to do. Because that's kind of how I felt Monika would have eventually been. Like, in my opinion, I thought Monika would have been like, are you sure about this, Natsuki? Like, really talk to her, but then be like, if that's what you want, then fine. Like, I feel like she would support her later. Like, but just, at least talk with her about it. But of course, Natsuki didn't even want to have a discussion about the whole thing, so, because she's Natsuki. After wandering aimlessly for a while, I found myself back at the park where I met Yuri. I haven't been here in a long time. Well, not for fun, at least. Brings back a lot of memories. Sarah and I used to come here all the time to play when the weather was nice. Or rather, I'd come here and she'd follow along. Sigh, frustrated. After all this time, I don't really get Sayori. After she told me about her condition, I tried doing some research on depression. The information I found wasn't really clear, and a lot of it was contradictory. In the end, I was left with more questions than answers. For example, did Sayori actually like coming here all those years ago? Did she just come along because that's what she thought I wanted? A few conversations we had about things like this, I don't even think Sayori herself knows. Out of habit, I pick up a plastic bottle on the side of the path. Not fair. There is a good person. Not right that she has to deal with this. Did we put in salvation by accident? I'm sorry. The wrong mod? I don't. Okay. I mean, I guess we're talking about Sayori now. I mean, sure. Go ahead. And so is Natsuki. Never mind. They have to have such hard lives. I practically have everything handed to me on a platter. Not like my family's rich or anything. We could at least keep food on the table. Even if I've been sad sometimes, it doesn't seem anything like what Sayori has to go through. Meanwhile, I just coast through my life, barely paying any attention to anything but manga and anime. More frustrated than ever, I crumple up the bottle and toss it in the garbage. They're back to the path. I see Sayori sitting on a bench ahead of me. I like how this music is playing as Sayori is clearly upset. It's her theme. It must play. He's just staring into the distance again, apparently oblivious to my presence. Head over and sit down next to her.
Oh, hey, Zero. I didn't see you coming.
Spaced out again, huh? Barry chuckles nervously.
I guess a little. So, what are you doing here anyway? I don't usually see you here.
Yuri came over to visit Natsuki. I Figured I'd make myself scarce so they could have their girl time or whatever. What if we, like, come back and, like, Yuri's, like, run out crying because, like, they had an argument or something? That'd be insane.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad they're still friends.
Of course they are. Why wouldn't they be? Because I stuck to the ground. Oh! Is she implying that Sayori and Natsuki aren't... Is she implying that her and Natsuki aren't friends?
Well, with the way Natsuki left the club and everything.
Ah. That's what's bothering you.
I never said anything was bothering me.
You didn't have to. Come on, Sayori. I might not be the most observant guy in the world, but I'm trying. I like to think I've learned one or two things in the past few months.
You don't have to, you know.
His voice a little more than a whisper. I know. I could go on being the same dense guy I've always been, if I wanted. But that's not what I want. Sayori doesn't respond. I try a little harder. Come on, talk to me. Whatever it is, I want to hear about it. Finally, Sayori turns back toward me.
It's Monika. She's taking it really hard. Natsuki leaving and everything.
I nod. Not much I already knew. Monika's barely said a word in our club meeting since. Just sits at the front desk with her head in her hands, not acknowledging us at all. Have you tried talking to her?
Yeah. Won't even answer my texts. I don't know what to do, Zero. I'm worried about her. I'm worried about what will happen to the club if something doesn't change.
Instinctively, I moved to give Sayori a hug. Before actually reaching out for her, though, I stopped myself. It'll be okay, Sayori. Whatever happens, we'll all still be friends. I promise. Me and you, Yuri and Natsuki, even Monika. Now we all care about each other. We can't drift apart unless we all let it happen, right?
I guess not.
And as for Monika, probably just needs a little more time. Keep doing your best, Sayori. In a week. What do you mean she needs more time? Nothing's changed in a week. I think there's an issue. I think that's like the doctor rule. If something happens for more than more than a week, you might need to go to. Someone might need to change something. Might need to go to a doctor. I'm sure you'll get through to her. Sayori smiles faintly.
Thanks, Zero. You're a really good friend. I'm glad I have you around.
Me too. I'm about to get up and say goodbye. A thought crosses my mind. Hey, Sayori? When I first sat down, you said something about not usually seeing me around here that often. You usually visit the park a lot?
Uh-huh. I like coming here to relax. It just feels nice. Sorry, I don't really know how else to explain that.
I smiled at Sayori's explanation. That's alright. I was just curious anyway. See you tomorrow, okay?
Bye.
As I enter my front door, I'm greeted by an ear-shattering screech. I'm assuming they're playing video games. What? Oh, this game sucks. Oh my god, I was right. Trying to find Natsuki and Yuri sitting on the couch with a wooden board between them. Oh, they're playing an actual board game. Oh, my bad. Yuri's collecting a handful of white beads on the board and placing them to one side.
Go is one of the most popular games in the world and has been played continuously for millennia. It has seen the rise and fall of countless other games, and will doubtless survive for centuries more. You shouldn't be such a poor loser, Natsuki.
You're calling me a poor loser? I'm not the one who only brings over games she knows she can win. Besides, didn't you mention what happened last time we played Mario Party?
Do not bring that up again! I don't know how you rigged that game, but when I find out...
Aha! See? Then when we find a game I'm skilled at, you lose your mind.
Landing on an arbitrary star space isn't a skill.
Oh yeah? Then why doesn't it ever happen to you?
Because the game...
Yuri abruptly turns her attention to me.
How do you deal with her, Zero?
I shrug. Well, for starters, I never play Mario Party with her. That makes things a lot easier.
You're clearly wiser than I am.
Finally, Natsuki faces me as well. Apparently, I also don't deal with her at all, and I just go with whatever the fuck she says. Also, what the fuck is go? I missed you too, by the way. You know I missed you. What? I have to say it every time? Pretty much, yeah. Anyway, what are we doing for dinner? Pulling out my phone to check the time. Huh. Yeah, I guess it's about time we make a decision. I don't know, I'm feeling kind of worn out. How's pizza sound? Sounds great to me. You sticking around, Yuri?
I shouldn't. I've overstayed my welcome as it is.
Come on, stay for dinner. You might as well. You're paying for it after all.
Suppose that is technically true.
I'll let you pick the movie.
Well...
Yuri smiles and nods.
Alright. I know just what to choose, too.
Damn, wait, they still have that money from Yuri? I guess they did say it would last them a week, didn't they? I'm pleasantly surprised by Yuri's choice of movie. Not that I thought she'd pick a bad movie, per se. But I was definitely expecting something pretty dark. Or at the very least, some inscrutable foreign film with subtitles or something. Instead, she chose a very sweet romance movie. Granted, it isn't as shallow as her typical rom-com, but it's definitely not what I expected from Yuri. Although we're only 20 minutes in. Guess there's still plenty of time for it to take a turn I'm not expecting. When the pizza arrives, I pay for it and bring it in. Alright, dig in. Natsuki sits beside me on the couch. When he gets my shoulder, she eats her pizza. Meanwhile, Yuri kneels on the floor in the middle of the room.
You know, I don't often get to enjoy pizza. Usually my family has healthier meals. Both of my parents are very good cooks, actually, so I don't mind. But it does feel nice to cheat once in a while.
Yeah, you're a real rebel, Yuri. You better watch out or you'll be a bad influence on us.
Actually, you were the ones who tempted me into having pizza. So if anything, you're a bad influence on me.
Yeah, that definitely sounds better. Oh no. Didn't you say something about Yuri bringing wine to the club one day? I think that outranks pizza, the teenage rebellion department. Natsuki frowns to herself. Oh yeah, you're right. But Monika made her put it away before anyone tried any. She didn't really do any influencing. It isn't the thought that counts. That's for gifts, dummy.
But the wine was sort of a gift. I brought it for everyone to enjoy and didn't ask for any payment. That makes it a gift.
Natsuki rolls her eyes dramatically. Okay, fine! You get half points for the wine. I think half points for wine still outweighs full points for pizza. Right, you know what? We're settling this. Natsuki reaches for the remote and pauses the movie. Then she grabs a napkin and a pen and draws a chart with 4 columns. Oh god, what is happening? I don't know what is happening, but this is amazing. Okay, so Yuri wanted us to drink wine. Let's say that's 10 points. She brought it to school, though. Isn't that, like, extra bad? Fine, plus 2 points for bringing it to school. But it's way more than plus 2 points. That should be at least, like, 5. Or, like, 3. But it's minus 5 for nobody actually drinking any.
I'm confused.
Yeah, wait, just because they didn't drink any doesn't mean she didn't influence them. You can influence someone, but it wouldn't work. It's just it's the act of influence. It was a failed influence. She was still a bad influence. It's just the influence didn't work.
How are we measuring these points?
I shrug. Just her standard acting out points, I guess. Drinking is 10, I guess, so scale everything from there. Okay, then it's settled. I'm officially the worst influence because of the pizza, cupcakes, and dropping out of school. Oh, okay, well, yeah, when you bring up that one. I forgot Natsuki's giant fucking power bomb that she had. Yuri, you would be first between the knives and the wine. You haven't actually influenced anyone. Plus, you're always getting everyone to read these huge books and complicated poems, so you lost points there.
That's fair.
Third is Sayori, just because she always sleeps in and makes us late for school whenever we have a sleepover. Wait, but Natsuki dropping out of school still didn't influence anyone, though. Because, again, she says, like, you didn't really influence anyone, but Natsuki dropping out of school didn't influence anyone. It wasn't like anybody else dropped out of school. So that still shouldn't equal that many points. I still think Yuri should be a worse influence, judging by these point rules. But granted, I don't know how much is deducted due to her poems. I don't know how much is deducted due to her huge books and complicated poems. That is a fair estimate that I don't have. Fair point, fair point. Damn it, Yuri. Definitely ruining me there. Now, obviously, Monika's in last place because she's physically incapable of acting out. Of course, the real worst influence in the club is 0. What? How do you figure that?
Isn't it obvious? You talked Natsuki into running away from home and moving in with her boyfriend.
That wasn't a bad influence. Yes, it was. I was trying to keep her safe. It's not like there was anywhere else for her to go. Sorry, no dice. Moving in with some loser before you're even out of high school blows everything else out of the water. And since you're the one who talked me into it, you're officially the worst influence in the club. Doesn't seem fair. Numbers don't lie. You're just lucky I have a thing for bad boys. Natsuki calls up to me again, and I put an arm around her. Well, I guess in that case...
Are you ready to finish the movie?
Yep! When the movie's over, Yuri stretches and gets up.
Well, this has been a lovely visit, but I think it's time I headed home. Thank you both for having me over.
Thanks for dropping by. I've been working so hard lately, I really need to unwind. Feel free to come over again anytime. A good movie, by the way. Had me completely fooled. Sure enough, the movie did have a twist. But it didn't happen how or when I would have expected.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. Have a nice night, you two.
Bye, Yuri. Bye, Yuri. Have a safe walk home.
Thank you, Zero. Good night.
Aside for good